Hello everyone, welcome to Master's Teach and today we are going to discuss about the inclusive education and it is important for child pedagogy and special education for AP TET and TET, UGC NET and other exams. Okay, what is inclusive education? So inclusive education is nothing but ensure that every child learn together in the same classroom regardless of their disability, their gender, that means male or female, caste, or rich or poor, or any background. So they are learning in a particular place. So it celebrates the diversity. So it promotes the equal opportunities for all the learners. So very simple. Inclusive education means education for all learning together. Okay, so the core principles of inclusive education. Okay, so equity means equal access and opportunity for every learner. So the education is a child centered. So focus on uh, see, individual needs and strength. So encouraging all the participation. Okay, so active involvement of all the learners and no discrimination. So you should not show the caste, creed, color, and all those stuff. So you have to respect and accept all the students without any discrimination or without any bias. So acceptance of diversity. So everybody has their own way of everybody having their own strengths and weakness. Okay, so you have to accept the same. So that is the acceptance of diversity. Then universal design for learning. So we can say this UDL. So it is a flexible approach for all the learners. So why inclusive education is matter? So it reduces stigma, means it break down all the barriers or restrictions, and it promotes understanding among all children. So through inclusive education, it improves the cooperation between the students, empathy, and they can also work together. They can the learning can be shared. So that means building social skills. Then promote academic performance. So if everybody is working together or learning together, through what happens, so it benefit all the students. So you can use the diverse different methods of teaching, and you can also take the peer support. So supports holistic development. So through inclusive education, overall development of the child or learners can be done. So it nurtures cognitive, mentally, okay, socially, emotionally, physically growth for every child. So like it is going to be along with the aligned with the sustainable development goals for as well as national education policy 2020. So this can be made, this can be this inclusive education can be aligned with this SDG 4 as well as NEP 2020. So what is the legal support for this inclusive education? So we have Right to Act 2009, that is RTE 2009. What it says that so every child has right to get their education. It is free and compulsory between age 16 to 14 years. So then one more, the second one is RPWD, that is the Right of Persons with Disabilities Act 2016. So it is mandates that so everybody has to get the education along with the normal children, especially with the children with disabilities. And national education policy uh, emphasized on universal development learning principle, that is a flexible learning approaches, even UDL, even Samagra Shiksha, so which provides assistant devices like resource rooms and support for children with special needs. So in inclusive education, we won't say disabled children and those who are having the difficulty in reading, those who are having the difficulty in making calculation, or those who are having intellectual low, or those who are unable to view, those who are unable to hear. In this particular terminology, we call them as children with special needs. Children with special needs. So CWSN. Then components of inclusive education. So what consists of inclusive education? Flexible curriculum. So the curriculum should be adapted, and it it need to address all the different types of learning needs. Then adaptation accommodation. So you have to modify the teaching material or learning material and methods according to the needs of the students. Then assistive technology. So tools supporting learning and communication. So that means those who are unable to view, so they're able to zoom the, or they're able to unable to hear, you have to increase, you have to use the different softwares. Then peer support. Okay, so when you're teaching, you can also take the support of other teachers. Then in inclusive education, parent active involvement should be there in child's education. So sometimes you need to take the special educator support, so expert guidance and remedial teaching. Then accessible environment, so everybody can come to the class having the big doors, okay, wider doors, and ramps, okay, and comfortably they can sit and learn. So that is the accessible environment. These are the uh, components of inclusive education. So what is the barriers, what is the challenges for the inclusive education? Attitudinal barrier, people are not willing to mingle with the disabled children, and they have the low expectation, say that they cannot study, they cannot read, okay, and because the among the teachers they don't have awareness about the disabilities. Then environmental barriers, okay, challenge like inaccessible building, the buildings are built but it is not flexible, not convenient for the disabled people, lack of ramps, okay, the doors are very narrow, and lighting facilities not there, the seating arrangement is also improper. Then curriculum barrier, so rigid syllabus, so complicated syllabus, inflexible assessment is the checking of the papers is difficult, then lack of differentiated instruction, okay, and learning material. Communication barrier, so like if you want to teach for the deaf people, you need to have like sign language uh, teachers, okay, so the sign language interpreters are very less, so draw braille material for the blind, you cannot, yeah, that material is not available, or alternative communication system, that technology is not there. And financial barriers, so high cost, in order to have the latest technology, the finance don't have. Then financial special training teachers not available, okay, therapy services and adaptive learning resource, for this we need lot of finance, but which is not there. So these are the financial barriers. So adaptation in inclusive education, so instructional adaptation, so you have to use multi-sensor teachings like visual aids, you have to use a simplified language, you have to uh, spend extra time. Okay, then curriculum adaptations. So the thing is, so the content need to be modified as per the demands of the children. Then alternative objectives are re- required. Then differentiate activity based also is required. Assessment accommodation. So you have to change the as per the uh, student convenient. So you can take oral exam, or when the time is not there, you have to extend the time. And those who are unable to write, you have to make them scribe for assistance. So you have to m- make different alternative formats for the evaluation. So then environmental changes, that means the seating arrangement should be properly. Then people don't want to mingle with others, for them you have to accommodate separately. The furniture should be convenient for the disabled people. Then sensory friendly spaces. So these are the adaptations in inclusive education. So what is the roles in inclusive education for the teachers and special educators? So like as a teacher, you have to identify the learner's need. So this can be done through observation and through assessment. So as a teacher, you have to prepare individualized education plans for the children with special needs. So like modified teaching method using the universal development learning principle. Then you have to collaborate with the parents as well as special educator regularly. So encourage peer tutoring and cooperate learning. So you have to create the inclusive classroom and the welcoming classroom environment. That means people can come without any fear, without any shame. So these are the teacher roles. Then it comes to the roles of a special educator. So conduct comprehensive assessment for children's abilities. So you have to make the remedial teaching and intervention strategies. Use specialized therapies like speech therapy, occupational behavior, and train those who are general teachers. They don't know how to deal with the special children's, okay, children with special needs. So you have to train the teachers in inclusive practices, and you have to, as a role of the special educator, you have to monitor the progress and adjust support accordingly. So you have to coordinate with the parents and with the multidisciplinary teams. These are the rules in inclusive education. So what is universal design for learning? They may ask in your TET. What is UDL? It is a universal design for learning. So UDL provides flexible approach that accommodate the individual learning difference through three key principles. So one is multiple means of representation. What of learning? So you have to present the information for the specially disabled children. Okay, like you have to present information in various format: visual, auditory, tactical, and not only lecture method. You have to use the uh, videos, diagrams, audio recording, hands-on material, sign, provide the content in multiple language or simplified version. So multiple means of expression. So it is a multiple way of presentation here, representation here, multiple way of expression. So we have to allow the students to demonstrate their knowledge in different ways, whether it is in written, oral, artistic, or digital presentation. So you have to provide the assistive technology. So what is assistive technology? You have to go through the previous videos, then you come to know. So multiple means of engagement. So you have to offer learning, like choice of learning activities and topics. So you have to connect the content to students' interest and expressions. Then provide the varied levels of challenge and support. This is about the UDL. So go through this particular PPTs. Okay, listen this class again and again. You will definitely score 3 to 4 marks from this inclusive education. So thank you for watching my class. We'll see you in the next episode. So do subscribe and share with your friends if you feel it is good. I'm going to post this particular PDF in description. You can have it. Thank you. All the best for your coming examination.